and welcome back to the NGP Talks and Manogaran, Head Academic Collaboration and Skill Development, BPL Technologies, Bangalore. So, how long do you think it will take for the common people to get benefited from all these advancements?
This by and large, depending on how the government's going to reach out to the kind of the lower end of the population, because today probably the other countries without medical insurance, it's not there, and today it is all gaining momentum here. All of us take as an individual, and even the BPL communities also, I think they've been offered with kind of medical cards and all. I think those things will come, and getting into that domestic or monitoring from home for the other level of thing, I think it might take little more time. But the moment they also spend a lot of money, government or the insurance company, they may also look at this may be a cheaper option.
Yeah.
The solutions would arrive. See, today it may be expensive when you look at it, care at home, but that may be the days to come, that may become cheaper than probably the monitoring at the inpatient ward. I think those are the commercials will decide the shift.
Okay. Yes, sir. Thank you. And how can engineering and life science students prepare themselves better for opportunities in MedTech?
Yeah, so I think we had a similar question. See, they need to be aware of what are the kind of industries that they need to they are available, opportunities available for them, and depending on their own interest and skill sets, they need to decide. Okay, probably this area or this is the kind of the line that I would be able to go. So if there are some kind of understanding for them about that, I think they can be little more focused towards that, and also their skill set. So even morning we had a kind of students meeting. So I was telling, see, some people very balanced. They are engineering, they are engineers, they understand, and they are also have a communication skill, a little plus, let's take. Those people make it as a good marketing or good sales, because this industry needs them too, because who understand the device and who understand the technology to go and talk about to the customer, so that the customer get convinced. That's very important. So that's how it works, and we cannot just, in my opinion, just batch it as a biomedical within that. What is the kind of their skill set will match with the kind of industry. Some will have very interested in troubleshooting. I've seen some of them. No, sir, I want to be in service. So there are people like that. So it varies depending on the individual, and just work around that, so that you will be able to be in a place where you are interested more. Otherwise, you have to just take what it comes on your way. So if you are prepared, it's little more better.
It's more towards the interest than what it is demand.
Correct.
Yeah, okay. So that's a wonderful advice, sir. I'll move on to the next question. From an employer's perspective, what differentiate a job-ready graduate from the rest of the other candidates?
So one is the kind of, it's a basic thing. I won't just say this is for the biomedical student again. It may be applicable for anyone comes out of the college. I said that one is firstly a kind of passion. I picked up the job. Let me just prove it myself. That is a kind of the attitude is very, very important. And I would advise, I have seen, because in the kind of 3 decades, the people who are growing in the kind of an organization, and how I have seen every one of them who grows is that the passion towards and commitment. See, and these two are very important. Sometimes, the lack of knowledge, it's any organization understands that they need to give some time for improving their kind of the skill set to exactly to deliver the role at that point of time. So that always they give it. But without my passion and commitment, I cannot meet that. So I definitely advise that. And they need to also create or make themselves, prepare themselves to make a kind of decision making. This is another very kind of important attribute I feel. One should be able to decide. That's very important, probably when they want to grow in the kind of the ladder. Another thing which is very important is the decision making. You need to make decisions. Need not be right all the 100% time, but most times it will be right. But they need to decide. I think these few are the general attributes, but that's what I think. It's definitely very important. And of course, my knowledge on the domain or the course what I studied definitely helps me to place. I need to have that. That's why I said you give 100% what you are doing. Don't worry too much. See, it's they all know that today if I'm asking about, let's say, X-ray device, you may not know, but they may talk about, let's say, passion monitor very confidently. I'm happy. I know that they can also do this. So that's what I would say.
Okay, sir. So, how important are innovation, research, and interdisciplinary learning in today's healthcare domain?
Obviously, I think if innovations can change the kind of the world, definitely medical field is one which can do so many things. Today, whatever the facility, our life span is increased purely because of many innovations. And thanks for some of the technology, like let's take SpO2, one of the parameters that which we monitor. So this parameter was not available probably before 4 decades. And the OT management was definitely very difficult. The anesthetist used to be the first person to be kind of working on that. So with the help of such kind of parameters which are common, so they are able to be very sure. Okay, it is not that I'm looking at or I'm seeing only the kind of the patient. There was times like that. So the things have changed with SQ. And there were times with let's say the BP monitoring. It was only like they need to use the mercury meter, and mercury no more is supposed to be used, and we moved to the digital today. So those every innovations definitely, I think, adding value to the kind of community, particularly in the kind of the device medical domain. And robotic to be precise, I think they are so much more, I think, confident and comfortable. There were fear from the patient community with the proof of many people recovering and faster. I think they all fall for it. I think this is definitely a place for innovation, and, which would make a difference.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir. And looking ahead over the next 5 years, what opportunity do you foresee for students in biomedical engineering as well as healthcare systems?
So what happens is that the market is going to grow big. The investments as such, if you have seen that, the awareness of the medical insurance today is much higher. So more and more people are getting into the insurance. As a result, the medical services will grow. So they need more and more kind of facilities to be done, and the innovations, as we were talking about, there are a lot of innovations around this. There are so many products will come forward, and AI will bring in again. I was giving that. So all these things put together, they are going to definitely put this today. If the growth is in the medical devices, at least let me be specific about medical devices. So it may be around 12 to 15% is what is estimated. This may grow sometimes even multifold because the things changing like that. There are more awareness, more the kind of users. So obviously this is bound to grow, and it is not that it is just forced or something. and we need it. Medical is needed. On the other side, we are all losing, with all these facilities, we are also losing our health because of various lifestyle and food habits, all that. They also will add more onto the need. So I think it is very fast growing and needy and service oriented. So I think that's how the industry is going to be after 5 years. And even government, they are also increasing so many number of beds for the population. So they are also going to look for every year increasing the number of beds for the patient. And equally, private segments are growing. And you can see once the corporate chains were not moving out from, but they are also started many centers outside, even reaching out the smaller towns. So I think it is going to be a big
Okay, sir. Yes. So that is something we should actually consider, I guess, sir. Okay, so the final question, and this question is, what message would you like to share with our students regarding who's aspiring to build a future in MedTech or in healthcare domains?
So I'll repeat few. One, please look at your own skill set. What is good? You are good at it. Identify and focus definitely more on that. And sometimes you are not able to decide that. Please give your 100% to what is being given to you, and be aware of what's happening in the industry. What are the different organizations? This is another thing. See, they need to know which are the industry, which are the companies which are there. They no need to always also look at it just the kind of the institution or the placements. They do their best, but beyond that, today they need to be also quite aware, like which are the companies are there, what are the kind of the specialties they are in. Sometimes this will strike a very interesting, which they can connect very well. So I think these are the things I think they need to do. And today you have so many kind of tools to do that. And it's the world is very open and they are very near. Thanks for all the kind of the digital platforms. And we are at a very comfortable position, including the students. Have that, they should be very clear and definitely improve their communication skill. And I always say that sometimes, we are not going to talk about the war taking place, who's right, wrong, where you need a lot of, but you are going to take, as an engineers today, we are going to talk more on the technology. We are talking more on, so I think they do it every day. I think they need to only exercise that. And I think some of the activities I've seen in the institute morning, they were talking about something like, kind of group discussions and a team working around a kind of a project, come discuss. And those things I'm sure will improve this attribute. Thanks for the institution. I already started some of the initiatives towards making them to understand what they can do.
Yeah, it's more like developing the skill set, acting when it is needed.
Yeah, that's what I feel.
Thank you so much, sir. It was really nice to have a conversation.
Thank you. It also helps me also to share my thought, and thanks for that giving opportunity.
Okay, sir. Thank you.